see, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within. I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition in. All that lane switching, this is what the game is in. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
And thank you, Coach. We are across the Hudson from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the New York Giants. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Eddie Weapon. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. There. Come.
Here's Justin Jackson, second-year man out of Northwestern. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13. They go play action now with McSorley. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Mack Wilson in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Here's McSorley now, third and long. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Brings up second and 7.
40, right, Eddie. I'm coming for you. Tighten up. 50.
On second down now, it's Smith. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, He looked like one of those guys.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9.
X3, 218, jump, 150. Bravo.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
You ain't doing nothing today. Ozzy. You ain't Ozzy. Mike 55. Mike 55. We own them. We own them. Hey, check right. Check right. Watch 55.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Check it. Reload. Alert.
Here's Brady. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And this one is right down the middle. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Throwing again on 2nd down. McSorley. That's complete to Butler. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. It'll be McSorley again. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
Now that's a defensive coordinator's nightmare right there. You're covering everyone, and the guy's not even the intended receiver ends up making the play.
Right place, right time, I guess.
When that ball's tipped up in the air like that, you've got to go up and get it. Offense and defense, and in this case, the offense ended up grabbing it.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Ready, ready. 39. Check, Mike, 39. Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get protein spill. Shoot. Ready, ready.
Throwing is McSorley. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front seven can get him down.
Hey, stand off.
They'll run for it. Lynch, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. Marshawn Lynch, his first touchdown on the year, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Justin Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's a what? Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 40 alert. Hey, Alpha. It's been a long day for you. Jackson, reload.
On 2nd and 7, Brady. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well.
Check 43. Check 52.
They'll run on first down. Smith. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Mike, 53. Let's go, defense. Man up, deep. Go, Bandit. Hey, Alabama.
Play action. Now it's Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Hit it. 61, matchbox, light, shoot.
Here's McSorley on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The 305-pound defensive end, Jarrell Casey, gets the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Watch out. Now.
McSorley sets to pass. He dumps this one off to Jackson, the running back. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? and who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense. You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set. 10 logo. Check Mike 39. Here we go. Let's bring it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask.
Let's go.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. McSorley, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 3rd down.
You ready? 39. Check Mike 39. Get that. Go. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Let's go.
On 3rd down, it's McSorley. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Elliott puts this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He had hit the sideline. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Hey, Charlie, let's go!
From the gun, it's Brady. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. 30. The 20, 10, touchdown, Vikings. Philip Dorsett, an 80-yard touchdown, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McSorley. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it a second down.
Second and 9 at the Giants' 43-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this second and 9. Brady going to throw. Floating one, incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and that'll make it third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Throwing is Brady on third down. And able to find Conley. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there? Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing? He was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
Yeah, Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, but frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Now it's Smith running right. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it third and 10. Well, if you look where that play starts, O-line versus D-line, that was a battle won by the D-line.
Yeah, and oftentimes it's won by quickness off the ball. Who can handle the guy across from them best? On that play, the defensive line did exactly that.
Hey, go 66. Hey, my 7. Hey, check it.
On third down, Brady. Dancing to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up second and 3.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
53's mine. Check 53's mine.
To throw again on second down. McSorley, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go.
Off of play action, it's McSorley. And this one complete to Smith. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. He'll get 15 and a Giants first down.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 8-3. Here we go. Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. McSorley from the shotgun. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
It's easy work. Come again.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first one. This from 44 yards out now. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Straight set. Run 80. Run 80. Strip the ball. Strip that ball. Check 24. Check 24. Shadow. Hey, 66.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 12 yards there. First down, Vikings.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. 53 win now. Hey, exit. Check.
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Solomon Thomas, they love to see that from him as he slips in for the sack. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Regular. Hey, dude. Kill. Mike 48. Hey, come on, Chris.
Now Brady. It's caught. Smith. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
A gain of 16 on the play, but it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Check the backer.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Check 13. Check 13. 48 to Mike. Oh, you got D. General West. Check 15. Wait, 28. Hey, watch it. 3-10.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. And now Adam Vinatieri. He's into his 40s now. You'd think low to mid-50s, probably about the outside of his range. This will be from 56 yards out. So it's his third field goal now with the ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Recon, 132 fighter. Check, crotch.
Second and 10, it's McSorley. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Over 30 yards there. And first downs on 3 consecutive plays now. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Looking to throw on 1st and 10. Here's McSorley. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They run with Jackson out of the gun. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space?
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Hakeem Butler, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Vikings 16. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Brady. Complete to Dorsett. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Twist. Check 9. Take 4. Watch the slant. Sugar. Check. 72.
This is Smith. "19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains."
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Mike, for you.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Dorsett's got it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
He's checking. Crash. Rip. Hey, Alpha. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we don't like the 48. Easy.
Now Brady. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Watch the whip. Right there. 54. Right there. 72. He can't hang.
Here's Brady. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
First down, Vikings.
You got tight. Right there. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike. Alpha. Watch the out. Rush in. Say.
On 1st down, it's Smith, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Let go.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
No, 66. But he hit.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, it's Brady. It's Williams on the catch. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Go Bandit! Watch the air!
Now Ito Smith down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Wait, set. 380. Check. Walk 54. Walk 54. I'm coming. Check 37. Check 37.
They'll keep it on the ground. Smith. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Ito Smith, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big two-point conversion attempt. Shotgun now for Brady. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Second and 3.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing right.
From the 29, McSorley complete. Smith has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 9, McSorley. That's caught by Jackson. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise, this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Trace McSorley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And now they have taken a 4th quarter lead. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Motion, motion, motion. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense doing their job. Really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense. No gain.
Called fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
A pass complete here to Conley. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Go, go.
Brady now on first down. He's got the hook up with Conley. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Check. Fresno. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Hey, Alabama.
A first down carry for Smith. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 36-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Brady throwing complete to Dorsett. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far, they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Wait, Ball 50. Hey, Charlie. Check 48's the mic. You. Regular.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Caught here by Conley. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 10 more there and another first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Try to punch it in with Smith. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Ito Smith, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. As his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Vinatieri connecting on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win. Squeeze.
He'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Ozzy! I'm coming after you! Check, 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 check! 36, 36!
They'll keep it on the ground. Smith. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Hey, set 380! Check it, reload! Ozzy!
To throw is Brady. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Here's Sam Cook now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards and a Giant first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Got it.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got nothing left. You got nothing. Check. You're out.
He's back to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
Hey, check Mike.
First and 10
Go.
at the 47-yard line.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Hey, let's get that ball, dude. Let's get that ball right here. Five. Check Mike 39. All day, baby. All day. 5.
Back to throw. This is Butler making the catch. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
19 more yards. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Here we go. Set, ready? 90, Wolf. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Hey, check Mike. Get it.
They'll look to throw.
You think you're going to get this?
And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, Charles, they were close in the end, but they couldn't get that last play, that last little miracle play done. They were within striking distance, but couldn't find a way to score.
They definitely had hope. They definitely had opportunity. Just unable to cash in at the end. Not an easy play by any stretch, but they definitely had a chance.
So for Minnesota,